Hello, I'm Councilmember James Brown, representing the 1st District. I'm here today with Miss Maddie Morton. She's actually the Program Director for the Summer Youth Employment Program with LFUCG. Ms. Morton, if you would, can you give us an overview of the program and what it entails?
Okay, the Summer Youth Employment Program, I've been coordinating for 9 years. And what we do is we hire youth ages 14 through 17, and they work for 6 weeks in the summer, and they work 20 hours a week. The youth are trained on work readiness skills prior to being placed on jobs. They are on these work readiness classes for 5 weeks. They do 2 hours a week. And upon completion of that program, they're guaranteed a spot in the Summer Youth Employment Program, and then we hire them and place them in professional businesses in the summer.
Okay, well, you answered a lot of my questions in that first statement, which is good. But so you've been in charge of you've been the administrator for 9 years. On the average, how many youth do you employ during the summer?
We employ 225.
225. Okay, and I actually have some information. It looks like the number of applicants has increased. I guess the chart I have goes back to 2012. It looks like it went from close to 400 to close to 500, and then last year I think you had 600 applicants, or was that this year?
That was this year.
That was this year.
Yes.
So with those numbers, I guess it's pretty obvious that it's a great demand for placement or opportunities for youth that are looking for employment. Is that a safe thing to say?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So the way you prepare the youth for the jobs is you actually put them through. You actually have you said a 5-week training program, and it actually orientates them to working with employers and what they need to do on their job to maintain good attendance, to maintain good record keeping and time keeping, and do you do anything to help them learn to manage the money that they're going to make during the summer?
We do a little bit on managing money, but this year all the youth were given information to sign up for a nationwide event called DollarWise, and that is something out of Washington, D.C. So they are to go online, and there are some modules that they can complete, financial modules, and every week they do prizes or drawing for iPods and laptops and different things like that. So all of our 225 youth were encouraged to go online and participate in this program.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, I know that recently the council has just approved 75 new positions for the Summer Youth Employment Program, and then they also approved a new position, an assistant for the youth, an assistant director for the Youth Employment Program. How is that increase of students going to affect the program?
We will need more businesses to come on board and be participants in the program, because the more youth we have, that means more work sites we need to place them at. Volunteers are always helpful, and also just more training for the youth.
Okay. So do you see that as being a challenge? And is there anything that the council can do to help you with those efforts? And I guess what I mean is, as far as finding new partners to have those opportunities available for the youth to be employed. Do you think that's going to be a challenge?
Yes, I think if council could help promote the program, as far as promoting to businesses, that we need more business to come on board, and because they're mentors, more than anything, they're mentoring to the youth and teaching them some of the skills that they do on their jobs. So welcoming more businesses to get involved, to take at least one youth to mentor for the 6 weeks in the summer will be very helpful. And if council can recruit some more businesses, that would be lovely.
Okay. I have another question, and I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but I'm just going off of some recent activities that have taken place in the community as far as violence. And in my opinion, and I guess you can weigh in as well, I think increasing the opportunities for the youth to have jobs, to make money, to have positive activities in the summer, I think that's one step or one activity or something that we can do to help alleviate or to give those kids the opportunity to have a positive experience during the summer. Can you agree with that statement?
I can. I did some research and I was looking at New York City's data. They done a survey and they talked about over a matter of 4 years how they felt like they saved 86 lives. So they contribute the Summer Youth Employment Program to stopping, lowering incarceration for teens, also lowering mortality rates on teens, and also equipping them with skills for employment and giving them something to do to keep them out of trouble for the summer.
Okay, so I think we're both in agreement that it's a positive for the community. Now, the Summer Youth Employment Program is actually a program that's near and dear to my heart, because I don't know if you know, but I actually participated in the Summer Youth Employment Program as a youth here in Lexington. So I know that what impact it had on me in my life, and the positive experience that I had from the program as well. I know I was in Walmart a couple of weeks ago, and I actually ran into one of my supervisors that I had when I was, I think, 15 years old. I remembered her, but she didn't remember me, but it's just a good experience. Where do you see the program in 10 years? How do you see it? Do you see it, more in students, or just tell me what you would like to see the program be in 10 years?
Okay, I think the program is really growing. I mean, and if there was opportunity for more youth to get involved, they would. I mean, we would have 600 youth if we could take that many. I mean, getting youth would be no problem. So in 10 years, I can see the program standing on its own with it really has to have its own set of staff to do it year round, because it is a year round program. Even though the youth just work in the summer, we teach them work readiness skills during the school year. And then some youth don't even make it to the program because if they're 16 or 17, we've had at least 15 youth to end up getting jobs before the Summer Youth Employment Program started. So that opened up more spots for 14 and 15-year-olds. So I see it being a good program for youth and giving them something to do year-round if they get involved.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for participating in the council comment today. I'd like to thank you for the work that you've been doing. I know 9 years is a long time to be engaged in one project, but it looks like, by the numbers, that you're growing the program. And I look forward to working with you and seeing what I can do to help you grow the program while I'm on council. Right?
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back and actually go out to one of the sites and have a conversation with a Summer Youth Employment participant and ask them about their experiences with the program. Okay, we're back. We're here at 501 West 6th Street at the Plannery, and I'm here with Eunice. She's a participant in the Summer Youth Employment Program. Eunice, if you don't mind, can you tell us how you got involved with the Summer Youth Employment Program?
My friend, she done this for like 2 years, and she invited me to get a job because I was looking for a job, and then I signed up.
Where'd you sign up at? Did you sign up at school? Where'd you sign up for the program? At home?
Yeah, I applied on my home computer.
Okay, so the way you heard about the program was from your friends, mm-hmm. so word of mouth. And I guess that old saying still goes into play. Word of mouth is the best reference. What would you be doing instead if you wasn't working for the Summer Youth Employment Program?
I would probably be babysitting and staying at home and reading.
And I'm gonna guess you wouldn't get paid for babysitting if you was at home babysitting, would you? Mm-mm. Okay. So, if you don't mind, what are some of your plans what do you plan to do with the money that you make from the Summer Youth Employment Program?
Most of it I'm gonna save it for college.
Okay.
And some of it I just spend it on myself.
Okay. So what do you do here at the Plannery? What's your job responsibilities?
I'm basically a receptionist. I stay at the front desk and welcome people in, answer the phone calls, and when there's project, I get stuff done around.
Okay, so you're pretty much like a resource agent here at the Plannery. And for those that don't know, the Plannery is actually an incubator for nonprofits, where they can rent office space for a low cost. Would you encourage other youth to participate in the Summer Youth Employment Program?
Yes, it's like a good way to learn new skills and to learn what to do at a future job.
Okay. You mentioned college. What are your plans for the future?
I want to go to college, get my bachelor's degrees, and then go 3 years to law school and become a lawyer.
Okay, so you want to become a lawyer. Mm-hmm. So what skills are you learning from this job that you think will help you become a better lawyer or to pursue your aspirations for going to college?
I learned how to interact with people with different backgrounds and different perspectives. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's good, and I think the work experience that you'll get here at the Plannery will benefit you in the future. How long have you been involved with the Summer Youth Employment Program?
This is my second year being involved in the program, and this is also the second year that I have worked at the William Wells Brown Community Center.
Okay. So how's it been going? Do you enjoy working with the children?
I do enjoy the children. There is some that I recognize from last year, so a lot of them, when they see me, they run up and they go, Miss Kiwi, Miss Kiwi. So it's nice to see that, and then also get to work with a lot of new kids. You get to build relationships with all of them. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's nothing better than when a kid is familiar with you and make you feel like you're their friend as well. Mm-hmm. What would you be doing instead if you wasn't working in the Summer Youth Employment Program? What would you be doing with your summer?
I'd probably be trying to find something to do. I'd probably try to volunteer or find something to do, because I'd probably be in the house right now if I wasn't working, and it'd be kind of boring. So. Okay.
Now, what do you plan to do with the money that you earn?
With the money that I earn, I do put away some for school so that I can go buy school clothes and buy my school supplies. And then other things is just for entertainment. I go do stuff with my mom, or we'll go to the fair when the fair comes around and stuff like that.
Okay, so the fair does still come around. Yeah. Well, I know it probably feels good to have that sense of independence with working and making your own money, and to be able to buy things that you want without having to ask your parents for them. So can you tell us a little bit about the process that helped prepare you for your job?
Yes. Before we actually started doing the job fair and stuff, we actually went through a 6-week program where you went to a meeting. They did shorten it this year, so it was about 4 weeks. And what they did was they taught us interview skills, and they taught us things that you would have to do in the work field. So they teach you how to act to some certain situations, or if you have a problem, you need to go tell your supervisor, or just things that will help you in the work field.
Okay, so it sounds like you got some pretty intense training to help you prepare for the job that you're doing. What have you learned from your experiences here, and how will they help you in the future?
Well, I learned things that I did learn is I learned that you have to learn to be independent. You can't always depend on somebody. I learned that you just have to work hard for what you want. Like if you want something, just go for it. It's not just you have to sit and wait for it. You have to actually work for it, and that's what I've learned.
Okay, you sound like a pretty determined young lady. So I'm pretty sure if you set your sights on it, you're gonna get it and achieve it. Mm-hmm. Well, it was good talking to you. Good luck with working with to continue working with the children, and we look forward to finding you in the future and seeing what you're doing.
All right.
All right, thanks. That concludes this episode. I'd like to thank Ms. Morton and the students for taking time out of their schedule to interview with us. I'm Councilman James Brown, and I look forward to seeing you next month.